Hey, my name is Whit. I own 3 storefronts on the same block, and they call me the Grant Queen. Make sure you text the word boss to this number below, and I'm having a free masterclass where you can come in and get so many gems. If you're ready to change your reality, you don't want to miss this. Text the word boss to the number right there. See you in class.
Man, you know who it is, game-god-goldie, the one and only, on a special episode of Don't Hate the Player, Learn the Game with the Grant Queen. Whitney flew here on a private jet. This is somebody you definitely got to take notes for. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, my name is Whit. I own 3 storefronts on the same block, and they call me the Grant Queen. My name is Whitney Combo, but I'm mostly known for helping business owners get funding that they don't have to repay, and I have just a score of a lot of other businesses as well, too.
So let's talk about the 3 storefronts.
Yes.
How you got 3 storefronts?
Well, it really started out with me being just really in college. Well, let's go back. What is my 3 storefronts? Store number 1, open concept beauty salon. When we had that store, everybody, first of all, the stores is in a predominantly white area. Yeah. And for some reason, the areas don't have like liquor stores or beauty supplies for whatever reason. So I'm like, okay, we need a beauty supply on this block as well too, because my beauty workers was running miles. So I'm like, I'm gonna put a beauty supply on the block as well too. We only sell Black-owned products in that beauty supply.
Okay.
Then about 3 years passed, and now everybody wanted beauty suites. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna open up beauty suites on the same block as well too. So that makes up my 3 storefronts.
Wait. So the first one is the beauty store.
No, it's a beauty bar. So it's an open concept beauty bar. It's not the suites.
Okay, so the second one is the suites.
No, second one is the beauty supply.
And so what's the third one?
Suites.
Okay, so the third one is, talk about the suites, because I know that's a big business right now.
Yes, I think they're really popular. Independent contractors really want to like have a space of their own to come to be able to really organize it and decorate it. And I've been seeing it blow up over the last like 2 years, and it's very, very lucrative.
Yeah, break that down right there, because I was thinking about getting into owning those suites. What's it? Has the trend passed though? Did everybody jump on it, or is there still room to
I like to be a little honest. Okay, I believe that everybody want beauty suites, but I believe that they can't afford them. With me being in the business for like 2 years, like we have a lot of talented business owners, but they don't really understand having a talent and knowing how to do hair or whatever service. It comes more with just doing the service. You got a financial literacy, be able to pay your bills. So now they want these expensive suites. I don't believe that they could truly afford them, and that's sad, but I still have them. But yeah, it's kind of like passing over because people can't afford them for real.
What do you mean, like the people can't afford to rent the suites out?
Yes. It's not that they're not making the money. They're definitely making it. I just don't think that they care to learn financial literacy, because, you know, when you're in a skill and you all popular and you the best, you popping, you really don't see nothing bigger than that.
Yeah. So tell me though, you got 3 different storefronts. They call you the Grand Queen. How did you get to where you at?
So it started off in college. Wasn't supposed to be here. I was supposed to be a nurse. I was in college. I started doing eyelash extensions as a side hustle. So I was doing the service. Ended up going through college. I ended up graduating. And while I was graduating college, I broke my neck in a car accident when I was celebrating. So my complete...
You broke your neck.
I broke my neck.
How'd you do that?
I wasn't the driver, and I was the only one to get hurt.
Accident.
Yeah, it was a car accident, and I was the only one to get hurt in the car. I had a seatbelt on, and they said the seatbelt did more damage than good in my case. But yeah, we were celebrating. Car ended up getting crashed. I broke my neck. Went to the emergency room. They like, either you got to wear a halo, you know, little thing they screw in your skull, or you got to go in emergency surgery. I went in emergency surgery. I was on bed rest for like 6 months with like neck braces and stuff. So my business went to zero. I was making 6 figures in that business, but I was young. I didn't understand financial literacy, rainy day fund. So I'm like, I need some money. So I always really been a good writer. I began writing business grants for myself. I got my first one. Didn't think nothing of it. I got my second one. Still ain't think I was like all that. I got my third one, and then I started getting business grants for my friends and family.
Yeah.
And then I started running my mouth on TikTok, and it just blew up.
So for people who don't know, I don't really know, what is a business grant?
So it is the amount of money that you could be funded from corporations, the government, or a private entity that do not have to be repaid, and it does not go off of your credit.
It does not have to be repaid.
No.
Okay, so break that game down right there. Everybody needs that.
Yes, no, everybody needs business grants. It's definitely free money that don't have to get repaid, but you do have to have a persuasive story and create some type of impact in your business to show the grantors that you're going to do the right thing with this money. You're going to change people's lives. You could get it for your for-profit. You could get it for your non-for-profit business. You could get it if you're a startup business and you don't even have any legalization yet. I have seen a business get 6 figures without even having anything in place yet.
How much money can you estimate you done got people in grants?
Yeah, over $2 million for sure.
Over $2 million. Okay, so say somebody like me come to you. Okay. How would I? What would I do? What would I have to do?
So I will actually sit down and audit you. What is your business? What are you selling? How much money do you need? What are you going to use that money for? What impact is your business going to create to help with this money? And you may be able to answer it off the top of your head, but most people can't because they skip over doing their business plan or they skip over actually having passion in their business to create change.
Yeah. So how much could the average person get?
It's really no say. The possibilities are endless. You can get as many business grants as you want. It's no cap to it. Like I said, it's no hit to your credit. They don't care about your personal credit, your business credit. I've seen as little as somebody get a $500 grant. Highest I've seen an individual get is $1.2 million.
For that $1.2 million, what business was that?
I don't want to say the name.
Oh,
yeah.
You can't say like what industry it was in?
Yes, it was in the construction industry.
So in the construction, so
yeah,
you
it was a rehab.
Money. So you can get a grant for a rehab.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said you got to see what you're doing in the community. It got to be beneficial to the community.
Mm-hmm. And with that one, it was a government grant, and they pay you. Not only this grant, but other grants like Bank of America, I'll say that, BMO Bank. They pay you to go in gentrified areas and put something, a new apartment building to bring the area up. So they are pouring money. That's actually one of the top funding areas right now.
Yeah. Are you getting any grants for yourself to build some businesses right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not to start any businesses, but to just pour money into my current businesses for mentorship and learning just new skills.
So you could get a grant for mentorship?
Yeah. That's like education.
Okay. So, I do mentorship. Okay. So let's say, how we go about me getting a grant?
Okay, so are you fully legalized in your business?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will do a search in your area and I would try to speak to you like, how do you stand out? What's some things? You could get a grant for some of the craziest, being a twin or something like that. I'll try to learn you, your area, what your business do, and I will go out and I will search what grant you can apply for, what grant you qualify for, and we'll get the application going. Every application have different processes, but it's not hard. A lot of people think it's impossible. It's not.
I think a lot of people don't even know this avenue of getting money, but you good at what you do, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So somebody should rather come to you than try to do it by themselves.
I say it depends on what grant you're going after. If you're going after more private grants that's smaller, I recommend people go do it, go fill it out. It's not hard. Do not use ChatGPT. If you're going for like government and corporate grants, these are going to be grants over $50,000. You definitely should utilize a grant writer. It's a lot of great grant writers out there. The main thing I will tell you to ask somebody who's a grant writer is, what is your grant writing agency approval rate? My grant writing agency has an 80% approval rate. Yeah. So we winning more than we losing.
Yeah. 80%
yes.
approval rate.
Yes.
Okay. So how much do they got to give you when they get the grant?
I don't take any money from your grant. So we get an upfront fee for writing the grant per how many hours it take us to research and write your grant. But let's just say you get a $50,000 grant. I don't take a penny of your money.
So did you get a grant for the suites?
Absolutely. I got grants for all 3 of my stores.
I got to get to know you, right? We got to do some things together because you doing big business. Tell me your story, though. Young, good-looking woman doing a big business with 3 stores. Like, how did you come about all that?
Well, I came about it. I was really in college. I really wanted to be a nurse. I love kids. So that's what I really wanted to do. When I got into doing the eyelash extensions and I got my storefronts, something hit me in the head and I didn't like trading my time for money.
Yeah.
Like it was a time where I was on my first storefront. I was working in my storefront doing the service and I was pregnant. And mid-client, I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. I don't want to do it. And I left. And I'm like, okay, I got to go do something else. And I wanted to work more in the business. So I'm not in the business, but not doing the service. I went to like sell products, beauty supply, something like that. I started doing that, hired up me a mentor to help me blow up that beauty supply business. And she came in and audited me. She was like, you're not blowing up this beauty supply business. You're about to be a business coach. And I'm like, why? She was like, because you're so successful and people want to know how are you doing it? So she taught me that. And then I got another mentor who's like, okay, now you did that. We got to go into like the continuity business, digital products. And it's been like history ever since.
That's big. Let's talk about mentorship. I'm big on mentors. How big has mentorship been in your life?
I give my mentors everything. And I have invested so much into my mentors.
How much you think you've invested in mentors?
Over 6 figures for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
but I feel like each one of my mentors taught me something different. So I have had mentors right now. I'm with Smitty the GOAT, who is teaching me just how to turn my 6-figure business into a 7-figure business. My mentor.
Which business?
This is my digital product business. So this is Bossy with Enterprises.
Okay.
So, I didn't tell you my next business. So one of my storefronts, I am currently redoing the whole store, and it's now like my podcast office, my space for me to do like webinars and stuff. It's Bossy with Enterprises for my digital product company. So he's helping me blow that company up, and it's been amazing. I just want to put some numbers here, and I want to let people know the importance of pivoting.
Yeah.
So I had my beauty supply last year. I made $110,000 in the whole year of my beauty supply. This is my first month in Bossy with Enterprises going hard on, and I made $133,000 in 1 month.
In 1 month?
Yes.
Because your mentor came in and said you need to pivot to this.
Yes.
You see that mentorship is important.
Yes.
So do you take women, guys, and teach them the same things that you learn? Give me the digital product game. I make a lot of money in digital products, but I'm just organically just winging it. I make a lot of money. It's over 6 figures a month doing that. Give me some game on the digital products.
I think that it's so important because you got to make it once and it's an asset and it keep on paying you out.
Yeah.
And a lot of people be like, well, what am I going to sell? Just like you, if you want to make an ebook or how to build a podcast and blow it up, you could put it in a PDF, in a video, in a PowerPoint, and you could sell it over and over. And at bare minimum, you need to be selling it for $5,000.
You said bare minimum, you need to be selling it for $5,000.
Yeah,
I got to step up my digital products right now. So your digital products go up to $5,000.
Yes. So I have a digital product at $5,000, but I have one as low as $9.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for $5,000, what do they get?
They're going to get a 5-week course, and we go in on legalization, business plan, multiple streams of income, grants, credit, personal credit, business credit. We do the whole thing, and then motivation and mindset, because that's something that's very huge in my business. You get all that. You get a one-on-one call with me. You get a slew of ebooks. You're going to get the whole package.
Yeah, for $5,000?
Yes.
I'm about to get on my thing and change my offers around. I didn't know you could sell a digital product for $5,000. Mm-hmm. Okay. So tell me this, right? Do you teach people how to make their digital products in that program?
Yeah. So in the program, one of the weeks is multiple streams of income, and I teach them that how I'm able to have my storefronts, and I let them know like my financial breakdown, and the digital product is the most expensive one. The most profitable one, I'm sorry. And everybody wants to know. So yes, I will teach people how to make a digital product. It's not easy. I mean, it's not hard at all.
Okay. All right, listen, you went from running a business to doing coaching. Do you feel like a lot of people should pivot from running a business to coaching?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people be a little stuck on working in their business, not on their business. And if you're successful at building that specific business, I feel like it's a way huger market in teaching other people how to do it, because we're in a generation, everybody wants to be a boss. Everybody want to work for themselves. Everybody want to be making 6 figures and plus a month. The market is there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you a scenario, right? I know it's a couple of people in my mind right now that I feel like need to talk to you. So I know a woman right now, she make like $85,000. She sell like dresses to celebrities and things like that. I feel like she could pivot in coaching and teaching people how to do what she did instead of doing what she doing. How would you tell her, like, if she came to you, like, what program, what product would she need to get on to learn that?
So I'm just going to reiterate. She makes $85K and she's a fashion designer or she styles.
Yeah.
Put me on the spot, huh? I would tell her, let me see. I would actually have her start doing up her one-on-one prices if she don't have one-on-ones already outside of the celebrity clientels. I'm lying. I will teach her how to blow up her social media. Yeah. And what she does behind the scenes of what she's doing with these celebrities. But I will make sure before I blow her up that her products is in order. And I'm trying to think what product I would want her to sell, but I don't know with fashion. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got to think about it. But I'm really good at taking businesses and like, okay, no, go left, go right. It's a lot of things she could do. I would blow up her social media though, for sure.
So social media, that's important. How important is the social media?
Everything. We're in a time where people are not going to Google anymore. They're going to TikTok to search something up. Yeah.
So you would have her show the behind the scenes of her running her business?
Absolutely. And with the celebrities and stuff like that, everybody want to be around celebrities and, ooh, who are you styling? How can you dress like that? And for me being a consumer, I got to see somebody with something on and be like, I'm going to buy that. So if she's that talented, like people want to use her as a mule. So she got to be in front of the camera, and social media is everything.
Yeah. But you don't, off the top of your head, you can't think of what digital products it would be?
Well, what digital products she could make?
Yeah.
I really, because one thing I'm not into is fashion.
Yeah.
Like people style me all day long. So I can't understand the rim. All I know is people who have high ticket for styling.
High ticket?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you giving a little game. I'm definitely not. So how much would she have to pay you to like have you come in and help her with that?
That'll be about $5,000.
$5,000.
Yeah.
And you would change her whole business.
Yeah, I will sit down, brainstorm. The content strategy I'm gonna give her is crazy, but I'll give her some offers where she could pivot her business where she's not trading her time for money anymore by styling celebrities.
Yeah, that's big. You working hard. You may be making a lot of money, but you running every single day. You got to work for that next dollar.
Oof. Yeah, and I like to tell people I don't work hard for my money. My money works hard for me.
I like that. Say that again.
I don't work hard for my money. My money works hard for me.
I like that.
You got a ring to it, don't it?
Yeah, it does. How big is mindset when it comes to business and what you're doing?
Mindset is everything. Mindset is zero, no highest. It's not even one. It's zero, no highest. I believe that a lot of people are stuck and lost because they don't think that better is out there, or they don't think they could do it themselves, and their reality shows that. Mindset for me, it has changed everything. And it was crazy because I didn't get the mindset from like my family. My mom didn't teach it to me. So I had to read books. I had to listen to podcasts. I had to get around people who was doing better than me. But it's kind of hard when you're trying to do better, but you're from like a community or a place where people look at it like, oh, you dick riding that person. Like, well, like, no, I'm inspired. I want to learn. I want to be like that.
I say it all the time. People need to move from their hometown if they want to become successful. Is that what you did? I
am in the process now. I am thinking about being bi-coastal in Atlanta, but 1,000,000%. I feel like a shark in a fish tank in Chicago. Chicago a little rough.
Yeah, I've heard. Mm-hmm. So mindset is everything. You said books. I'm big on books. You got any like top 3 books that you would recommend people for mindset?
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and read The 12-Week Year. This is going to teach you how millionaires think about time. Great book. Next, we're going to read The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. It's actually the curse word F, but I ain't going to say it on here. That book is really, really good. It talks to you like how your auntie at the barbecues, I got that ghetto auntie. She always yelling. She always screaming. Auntie be loud and be like, auntie, it's not what you saying, it's how you saying it. That book talks to you like that. We're a little rough. Sometimes you got to talk at me. That's book number 2. And then book number 3, I would recommend you to read is Buy Your Time Back by Dan Martell.
Oh, I have that book.
Love that book.
Great book. Mm-hmm. How big is Systems?
System is everything.
Because I know you got 3 different storefronts, you doing the coaching. Like, how do you manage all of these things?
Systems and delegation. And this is something that I'm still currently to this day struggling with. And one of the main reasons why I got my mentor, Smitty, to go. I used to be running challenges by myself organically, no ads, no email marketing, no nothing. I'm from Chicago. I'm a hustler. So I was hitting all these huge numbers. And I'm like, it was amazing, but my mentor came in and said, like, no, you wouldn't have to work that hard if you did this or if you did that, or even if you worked that hard, you would 3x, 4x your numbers. Yeah. So systems is everything to have your foundation together. Delegation, having a great team, like who could take the things off of your plate.
What's the first 2 team members you need to hire?
Executive assistant. And the second thing is, it's not one role, it's multiple roles. I will delegate anything that will take my time. So I don't clean. I could pay somebody to clean.
I that all the time.
Go get my own food. I could pay somebody to do that. I don't pump my own gas. I could pay somebody to handle my car. I think that's a big part because I don't need to be doing nothing but marketing the business and doing what makes the business shake.
Right. So when it comes to marketing, how much you spend in a day on ads, paid ads?
I never ran an ad before.
You don't run ads?
I've never ran an ad before.
So how are you marketing without paying for ads?
So if you guys are watching me, you probably seen me say my slogan at the beginning, like, hey, my name is Whit. So I blew up on TikTok and Instagram, and I just go Instagram live and I talk. But I be talking like they my cousins and my sisters and my friends, and they love the gems I drop. I'm super relatable, so I feel like people think they know I'm very, very genuine and I care, and I'm a good mentor, and I'm result based, goal oriented, and I'm a Cancer. People love me, so it just sells. Sometimes people buy into you though.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. So you don't pay for any ads, and
Nada.
you made 166,000 last month.
133, yeah.
133,000 last month with no ads.
No ads.
Don't you think if you ran ads, you would do more?
Yeah, but I didn't know how to. I didn't know who to look at, who to ask. I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's why I went and paid for a mentor. And my next challenge that we're running, we're looking to 10x that number.
So what's the challenge? How can people get a part of the challenge?
Oh, so the challenge it's a boot camp, okay? You're going to get to sit with me for 5 days, and we are going to go into so many topics that we should have just been knew. We're going to do motivation. We're going to do mindset. I tell people, I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to get to the next level together, but you got to be in it with me, okay? I can't do the work for you. So I help people get out their own way. If you want to learn how to leverage credit, if you want to learn how to leverage grants, multiple streams of income, we're going to do it all. And you get to be my best friend for a week. So you can comment the word free right here below and grab your spot. This challenge will sell out. I do not just take any and everybody. I'm looking for quality over quantity. And if you're ready to get out your own way, I'm the person to help you.
Man, so you're a master in this content creation space. So people trying to get into the content creation space, what do they need to do first? Is it the consistency? Do they need to have good content? What tips would you give somebody?
You definitely need to be consistent. And this is one of my favorite topics. I think social media is fake. No, I don't think it. I know social media is fake.
Yeah.
And I purposely do not do flashy content when it comes to any type of business, because I feel like those type of people kind of be playing on desperation of other people to try to buy. I don't do all of that. You need to be super, super, super authentic on your content. And what I'm finna drop, I paid somebody $5,000 to teach me. I hired a mentor.
Wait. What you about to say right now, you paid $5,000 for this information. You about to give it to us for free.
Yes.
All right, speaking to that camera, give them the game.
Okay, get your pen, get your piece of paper. I hired a mentor. I was at about 12,000 followers, and I only got on Instagram Gucci, Louis, Prada, high rise, bougie, only looking my best. So my mentor came into my business. She audited my business, and this is the same mentor who told me I wasn't gonna blow up the beauty supply. So that mentor. Hey, Whitney Nicole. But anyway, she said, you're not blowing up on social media because you're fake. And I said, well, what does that mean? Like, I didn't understand it. She was like, they don't want to see that. They want to see you behind the scenes. She was like, 90% of the time, you look like a bum. You actually working. You actually doing the work. They want to see how you got these storefronts. They want to see the bills. They want to see the ups, the downs, the trials, the tribulations. So she made me get in front of a camera, y'all. I had a hat on my head. My hair was nappy. I was sweeping concrete. Why was I sweeping concrete? But I taught people via a voiceover and a petty old video I put on TikTok about how to get business grants, what are they, and the exact steps people need to take to get to the finish line of funding. That video hit 1 million views in a day and over $100,000 from that exact video.
So how'd you make the $100,000?
Good question. Your wheels turning. So I do not have any of my social medias monetized. I sell them to a digital product at the time. The digital product was a $27 product that video blew up the product.
You made $100,000 off a $27 product.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
It was my business grant list. So a lot of people is lost. And there's a lot of like scams out here when it comes to grants. They be like, Whitney, help me. I'm in this industry. Where can I find these grants? So I'm like, okay. When you think about creating a digital product, you need to solve a problem.
Yeah. The
problem, you need grants. You need to know which ones is legit. They fund out fast, easy applications. I curated the list with 80 plus business grants on it, and I update it bi-weekly. And anybody can benefit from this list.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's been 4 years now, and the list still gets updated every 2 weeks.
Wow. So that's some game. So I see what you're saying, though. That content, flashy cars, at one point that worked, but everybody's done it so much. It's like people desensitized to seeing that. They want to see something real.
Yeah, and a lot of people be like, oh, showing this, showing that, buy my $27 product. That's not gonna get you no G-Wagon. That's not gonna get you what you like. No, I don't like that. And I'll be telling people like, that's why I purposely do not show what I have. I mean, I'll take a cute picture, but when it comes to business, I blow up. It's one thing to go viral because you got a nice car. It's one thing to go viral because you got this aesthetically pleasing life. I go viral because I speak gems. Like I know how to market. I know how to sell. I know how to. A lot of people not doing that.
You're very motivational. I could see you having a big group of young entrepreneurial women to
I do
help.
got one.
Huh?
I do got one.
Oh, you do got one?
Yes.
What's that group?
It's called the Bossy Collective, Boss Up and Breakthrough. And it is my group of women, over 500 members. And we just do motivation. We do business. We have book club. We do in-person events. Last year we did an event, Cocktails and Connections. Biggest business event in Chicago. It was great. Yeah, so I got a community.
Do these people pay monthly for that?
Yes, they pay $49 a month.
Oh, you got 500 people in there. I ain't counting your pockets, but that's nice.
Keep them pockets over there.
Okay, so you got that for the people. You got the grants for the people. Mm-hmm. You got the digital products for the people. Mm-hmm. And do you do mentorship? You got to do one-on-one calls?
So no, I do not do one-on-one calls, unfortunately, anymore, via last month. So now all my high ticket calls are going to be like in a group setting. But I really think you can learn so much by having different entrepreneurs with the same mindset and same position, and y'all growing together. So now I only do a very intimate, high inner circle mentorship.
Yeah, how much is that?
That's going to run you $5,000. I'm lying. That runs you $12,000. Where's my numbers?
How important is payment processing in those companies that break down payments for people?
Oh, you mean like Afterpay services?
Yeah, Afterpay, fan base.
Oh, what? When I tell you it will up your business about 40%, you really gotta, everything you do, you wanna think of your consumer. So, and a lot of people be forgetting how it feels to go back. What if you don't have the money right now? How many times have you said, oh yeah, I'm gonna come back and buy that Friday? Do you really be coming back? So the fact that you're able to break these payments up, and some people be like, make me a believer. Like they like, let me just put something down and see if it's gonna work. So you need to make sure you have all of them. Fan bases, I know Afterpay, Klarna, Zelle, Shop Now, Pay Later. It will like 40% make more of your profits.
40%. So you got a $12,000 product.
Yes.
And what do they get with that?
So that's my inner circle. VIP day. You're gonna get the group. You're gonna get the whole $5,000 package as well too that I explained earlier. And this is more of an intimate setting, and really like this is for people who are like ready. One, you're ready to execute, and you're ready to execute, put the work in, and really make your six-figure month. And I will help you put those systems in place. I have a lot of people who I work with. You need credit repair. It comes with free credit repair. Oh, wow. We help you build your personal credit, help you start and build your business credit. It's a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. Like I said, I know a lot of entrepreneurial women. You said you was doing lashes.
Yep.
Okay, for somebody, for a woman right now doing lashes, you know, she trading her time for money. What would you recommend her to do?
I would recommend her. So you got to go up the ladder. You just can't stop trading your time for money. I would tell her to sell at least a product. So now you selling something, but then you got overhead with the product. I mean, wholesale pricing with the product and stuff like that.
What type of product?
You can sell lash glue. You can sell lash supplies. So sell the lash supplies that you're using in kits. If you're a lash tech, you know what supplies you're selling. Lash classes. I was paying charging $700 per lash class, and I had like 12 people in the class. Yeah,
so you think that's the right price point, $700?
Well, no. I charged $700 like 4 years ago. At bare minimum, $1,200 now. Bare minimum.
Bare minimum, $1,200.
Bare minimum. Stop not knowing your worth. People have money. That's a problem. They be thinking, no, they're not gonna buy this. They don't. They have the money. They be at Beyonce concert. Y'all seen them there. You could sell a product. You could do lash classes. Have a digital product with the lash class. I seen one girl, she made her lash class digital, and when you buy the class, you get a lash kit with it. So she bundled the price, and it was all like one price, $1,500. I'm like, that's the smartest thing ever. And every time somebody buys something, she don't have to teach that class. All she got to do is send out the order. She don't even got to do nothing for the digital product.
That's some free game right there. I feel like a lot of women need to start adding these extra things on top of it. So say that woman, she wants to come with you, it would be $5,000 for you to come in and help her set all this up.
Yeah, but I would kind of push her to that $12,000 tier only because I'm so educated on the beauty in the lash industry. Yeah. I would turn her up. Like have been through all of the different motions, the different storefronts, the quality products, all the way to where I am now. She needs to be in my 12K product. I'll turn her right on up.
You think women who do lashes like out of like a little studio is good, or they need their own shop storefront?
No, I would actually recommend you do it out of a little studio. And I don't know if I would push somebody to open up storefronts. Like you got to have a very, very profitable business at this day and age that I think I will recommend you to have a storefront. If you're doing eyelash extensions, no, just go work in somebody's store. And you could say that rent, that money, that overhead, you don't need it. A lot of people just want it for the look. And for salon suites and beauty salons, it's not very profitable. We talking about making $100,000 a month. Maybe you're making $3,000. You're not even making $3,000, depending on. I wouldn't push nobody into it.
Yeah. So you would say she needs to be trying to transition out of that.
Oh yeah. Well, once you go up the ranks and you gotta be a worker first before you could be a boss. So she needs to go through the tiers, and I would tell her to skip a storefront, and I would start teaching her about community, continuity, digital products, stuff like that. I would tell her to skip the stores.
That's some game. You know what you're talking about. I like everything that you're talking about.
Thank you.
So tell me about you being a grant judge.
Okay, so I am a grantor and I'm a grant judge. What does this mean? This means that I'm the person sitting behind the computer, reading your applications, deciding if you get funded or you don't. So I am the grant judge behind 3 grants right now, and it's one of my newest things that I just got into. So I feel like I'm the perfect person to teach people and show people about business grants, because I know what makes me bored. I know what gets the application kicked out. I know why you're not getting to the finish line of funding. So that's one of my newest things.
Oh no, that's what's up. If you the one doing the judging then you would know exactly what to put in there, so you could really walk somebody through it.
Yes, and y'all want me to drop y'all some grants that y'all can apply to?
Yes, dropping some grants.
Okay, so one, you want to do the Boss Up and Breakthrough grant, okay? This is my personal grant. I am the grantor of it, okay? I ain't gonna tell y'all all the ones I am. Next, you could do Galaxy of the Star. Let's go back. Boss Up and Breakthrough is $500 monthly. Very easy application. Number 2, you could do Galaxy of the Stars, $4,250. Very easy application. You could use my name as a referral, Bossy Wit. Let's go to a higher grant. You could do Bold Beginnings, $25,000 grant. Do not have to be repaid. They do have a few short answers on their application. They're just gonna ask you, what impact do your business make, and what do you see your business 10 years from now? Last but not least, you can do the Legacy Grant. This is a $2,500 rolling grant, very easy application. And one more is the Greatness Grant, $2,500.
Okay, you giving a whole lot of game. Now, I got a question I've been wanting to ask, right?
Okay.
I love me an entrepreneurial woman, right?
Okay.
Because you got some things going on. So a lot of times I talk about women who ain't bringing nothing to the table. You bring a lot to the table. Mm-hmm. How do you date being in the position that you in? Probably having a lot more than the dudes you running into.
Oh, it's been hard, but I did have to learn how to be around a man who's not intimidated by me. Yeah. I feel like a lot of men, why are you intimidated? And I feel like a lot of men feel like they can't learn from a woman. I don't like that. I was stuck in a situation like that for a long time. So now I date up, and I'm around people and men who is like, oh, I see what you're doing. Let me help you. Let me pour into you. You can pivot. You could go this way. And yeah, I only go for people who are doing better than me.
Let me ask you a question. I already saw your face earlier. 50-50, right? 50-50. If you say you was with a man, y'all was together, y'all dating, going places, you like him, he likes you, and he says, hey, I think you should just move in with me, but you got to pay half the rent. It's a bigger place than where you was at, but it's about the same amount of rent that you was already paying. Would you be like, yeah, let's do this?
Okay, so first it would be the reason why he asking 50-50. Like, do you not have it, or is it just you don't trust me and you don't want me to get over on you? Which one is it?
He don't want you to get over.
No.
So no.
No, and I'm not going 50-50 at all. I feel like I bring so much to the table, and the way that I'm dating, I'm going to be with somebody who can afford the rent. That's not even going to be a problem for us. But I'm not going to sit here and just be one of them girls like, I'm not going to do that. I trick. Like, if I love my man, like, baby, you can have it all because I got it like that. Yeah. That's not a problem.
Women who really like a man are willing to spend on a man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
But...
So if a woman is not willing to spend on a man, she don't like that man, do she?
No.
You hear that?
No. And that's one of my biggest things through my life is for nothing in me, I cannot talk to people who I don't like. Like, I have to like you. Yeah. Yes. So I feel like that's why I give freely, or I'm like, they just be tweaking. If me and my guy is in a situation, he's come to me, baby, this month we got to go 50-50, I'll take 100. Don't worry about it.
You'll take 100.
I'll take 100. Go handle your business. Get back where you need to be. Like, I'm that 50-50 partner in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about this, right? Who do you feel like should be pursued? Should it always be the woman, or should it be the more valuable person?
I think it should always be the woman.
Yeah, why is that?
I just feel like a woman is supposed to be courted. I just feel like that's how it's supposed to be. That is the textbook. I don't know nothing about going
All right,
after gas.
so let's say this is a multi-millionaire, billionaire, right? He got all this going on, all these connections, could introduce you to all these people, give you all this game. You don't feel like he's so valuable, I should maybe pursue him.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. No, like I just be sitting there like a little princess, and it's like I'm here. No, I can never see myself pursuing. I mean, starting a conversation is one thing, but pursuing, like me courting him.
No. I just mean like, yeah, you
That's
showing
like
him
princess behavior.
You showing him interest. You see him over somewhere. You see how valuable he is, and you go and spark a conversation.
Yeah, I
let him
may
know
do
you
something
interested.
weird to start a conversation or something, but after that, once you get the vibe that something going on, like you got to take the lead.
Yeah, you don't feel like I was telling Smitty earlier, right? A man, a young multi-millionaire man, he could give a woman all this game, all of his insight, take him to all these places, introduce her to his network. Everything about her life is going to be better with that man. His life is going to be more or less the same. You don't feel like it would be in her best interest to pursue that man because her life is going to change?
Absolutely. Yes. But it's to a certain extent. I don't believe like he got to be pursuing back though. You know, like when I think of pursuing and how guys are after females, like it's a chase. I don't care what a man got. I'm not chasing you. So pursue, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. That's
That's a crazy question.
Let me ask you a question. You got very nice teeth. Where'd you get your teeth done at?
Thank you. I went to Perfect Dental Design in Miami, actually.
Oh, in Miami? Somebody was just telling me about that.
Yeah, they did a good job.
How important do you think it is in this social media to have your appearance and everything right?
Oh, it's everything. It's everything. First of all, it's self-care. So you look good, you feel good. You need to take care of your mind, your body, your soul. Self-care is everything. Yeah, it's everything to me. Why would anybody walk around looking crazy? You should not do that.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so we about to wrap it up now. You got any last things you want to say?
No.
All right, tell them where they can find you.
So you can follow me on all of my social medias at Bossy Wit. Make sure you're on my right page. I have so many pages, but my pages are verified. Bossy Wit. Do not be a stranger. Come on, talk to me, interact with me. I'm that genuine mentor that's going to drop the gems, that's going to be intentional, hold your hand. So come see about me.
I appreciate you coming on. You got a whole lot of gems, a whole lot of game you gave these people. I'm definitely going to recommend some women to your page for sure. And that was another special episode of Don't Hate the Player.
Learn the game.
We out.